Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm back in World of Tanks, only this time I'm on the 9.5 test server. Or at least that's where the replay is from, since I don't do any of my commentary live in World of Tanks. It's all from replays. But anyways, playing the Sherman Firefly, which is the new Tier 6 British medium tank. And up until recently, this was a very interesting tank because the stats on it were mostly placeholder stats, meaning that the Firefly in the first iteration of the 9.5 test server could do over 3,000 damage per minute if you used Brothers in Arms, improved ventilation, and putting in T, which at tier 6 was a little bit ridiculous. Although the tank itself didn't feel very good as a medium tank. It was slow and fairly unmaneuverable and just lackluster as a tank. The armor didn't count for diddly squat, and it still won't basically. Although I guess you could get some troll bounces on the turret. But now in the second iteration of the 9.5 test server, with the same setup of Brothers in Arms, improved ventilation, and putting in T, the Firefly will average about 2,400 damage per minute, which is not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it's nowhere the ludicrous levels of DPM it had before, which is, I think, a very good thing, because crazy DPM, yo. But anyways, this was not a very interesting or impressive game, but it was one of the few games where I could actually get a full Tier 6 game in the Firefly, which was unbelievably hard to get, especially in the first iteration of the test server, because it seemed like everybody and their mother was trying to play the new Tier 10 one-shot wonder, the FV 4005 Stage 2. And I'm sure you can hear the massive amounts of excitement in my voice for that tank. But anyways, this is not about that tank, this is about the Firefly. And in the second iteration of the 9.5 test, aside from the gun stats changing, which I should probably go over actually, the rate of fire got cut from a little over 18 rounds per minute to around 12. I don't have the exact numbers, sorry. It got more accurate, 0.38 from 0.4, so that's reasonable. And it got an extra degree of gun depression, from 5 degrees of gun depression to 6 degrees, which is not amazing gun depression by any stretch of the imagination, but it can make use of a little more terrain, I suppose. Not like you can really effectively go hold down in this tank against higher tier tanks, but it's still good regardless. The tank also feels quite a bit more agile and, well, I wouldn't say speedy, since the Firefly is not exactly a fast tank, but it feels like it can relocate quite a bit faster than it was able to before. And I think that's all I really have to say about this tank. I mean, I will be very excited to pick it up once it goes onto the live server. I think the Cromwell is probably still a better tank at tier 6, since it has the speed, it has more gun depression. The shell speed, though, seems a lot better on the Firefly. The problem that I have with the Cromwell is that it feels like the gun just lobs the shell at, like, howitzer speed towards the target. I think despite the Cromwell being a better tank than the Firefly, in my opinion at least. I'm still going to very much rush to getting the Firefly once it goes live, as it's one of my favorite tanks in real life. I wouldn't say I'm an American tank fanboy, but I really like the way the Shermans look, especially the Firefly with that 17-pounder gun in the turret. It just looks fantastic in my opinion. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and maybe I'll catch you next time. Until then, happy hunting.